I don't know why, but this is the second time in a day that I'm recording. So, hi and welcome back to Danganronpa. I don't mean that in a bad way, I mean that more like I am kind of, excited that I'm willing to record as much as I am. Alright, so what does Byakuya want me to check here? There's only like 5 things I can check in this room, right? Okay, this has actually been bothering me a little bit, so I want to check this. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. That was the first thing I checked, you dick! Huh? Did you know these were here in Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right! This is Sayaka's handbook! Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main Hall e-handbooks has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. And the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey!
Angry! No!
Hey!
Really angry!
What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental. A super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break! It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But, you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. Goddamn, I love and hate that bear, and I can't explain why. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? He's just gonna leave it at that! What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Oh, that's Makoto. Oh man, I was in Byakuya's voice. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. So, you're gonna show me, dude? What do you mean by that?
Don't make me...
Basis to believe that. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
I
But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me. You know what? Piss off, Byakuya.
please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened?
Well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina!
Let's go.
Looks like she's headed to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Toko! You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Alright, before I do that, Byakuya, what's up? Hurry up and do it. Not when you're watching, dude. Jeez, that's creepy. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
I kinda saw it coming, the way she acted when she saw the blood, but... I'm kind of taken aback, admittedly. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time, when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. To drive out the murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? This is on you, dude! Come on! Hey, Byakuya. You think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Oh, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bacula!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. What promise did you make? Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But...
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. I feel like Toko and Byakuya were accomplices on this, so I'm wondering if there's more than one Blackened. Is that? I mean, all it says is that the only the one who commits the murder is the Blackened, but at the same time an accomplice can assist, so I don't know. Is this the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack? Or is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Probably this book, right? There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. I was trying to, you dick! Knock it off. What does a desk lamp matter right now? Okay. There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. Is it the lone desk? The laptop's missing. Maybe it's in the archives? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. I really do not like the way he's forcing me to go and investigate certain things. He's essentially kind of forcing me to find the things I want to find, or he wants me to find, rather than, you know, me doing my own independent investigation like I did with Sayaka. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, I've got a handful of things to explore. Camera! There's even a surveillance camera here. Alright, so where do we start? We'll start with the bookshelf behind Byakuya. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. But what do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. Okay, what else do we have? This is probably what I need right here, so I'm going to come over here. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean, like, members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with the real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Well, that leaves only this. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? So, what does that do for us? Oh, is it this lamp? That's not what I want. This is what I wanted, really. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents, and more than once? But all this has to be, like, top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why... My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were the members of the police and the other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words...
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
In other words...
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. He really is walking around among us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I'm kinda hoping you're the killer so that I can just humble the shit out of you in your last moments. But on the other hand, I don't know. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. The thing is, these are all done with scissors where Chihiro was suspended with rope, right? Not to mention the fact that Chihiro was killed with a blunt object, whereas these guys were all stabbed. Or these people, I should say. Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Honda. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. These are also all men. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Nao Hisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There's no end to it. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Oh shit, is that what's up with Toko? I don't know that it's Toko, though. I mean, everything is kind of leaning towards that, but oh man.
So, in other words...
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack, case file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait! Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
And just like that, he was gone. Thank God! Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend. He's one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room, too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Let's check out our truth bullets while we have the chance. Okay, so I've got 8. I know that in the first one there were 18 of them, so let's find out what we can. Onward! Alright. Hey, Hifumi! Ding-ding-ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit!
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me! Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What'd she see?
Well, it would seem...
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, well, I'm gonna go check the crime scene first. Ah, Kyoko, I wanted to talk to you earlier. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However...
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
Well...
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But...
So then...
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, let's check the body. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looked like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug. Oh shit, the extension cord! Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? The status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Sakura, have you, found anything?
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No forgiveness!
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Mondo, you doing alright, dude? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Okay. Oh, there's still more you need to check? Oh, is it the blood on the poster? Is that finally being checked? It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Okay, what else do I need to check? The bloodstain and the dumbbell. There's a bloodstain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. There's a big bloodstain on the dumbbell on the floor. The Monokuma file said that the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. This dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. Isn't Bloodlust always on the right side of the body? Just like in all the other Genocide Jack cases. At every crime scene, the word Bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. Oh, now I can leave the girls' locker room. Okay. I'll check the boys' locker room too while we're at it. Sorry, Ifumi. I'll talk to you later, dude. What is this? There's a strange stain on the carpet. That looks like coffee. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The poster changed. What's going on here? Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. That would probably be Sakura. Or Hina. The other thing that bothers me is the carpet. Because, like, unless the posters were switched preemptively, then Sakura or Chihiro would have been murdered in here, but they'd have to move the exercise equipment to move the carpet as well. I wonder if this whole thing was... there had to have been an accomplice. Alright, let's talk with Sakura again. She knows a lot about locker rooms. Yeah? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. Someone did switch the carpets. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Someone switched the posters and carpet in the locker rooms. Alright. I need to go talk with Hina as well. I also need to go check the library. I need to go talk to Celeste in the warehouse. And then there were a couple of other areas I had to check, I think. No, it was just those two. Okay, so let's head back to the library real quick since it's close. Okay, now that Byakuya is not bothering me about the desk lamp. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Alright. So, I'm leaning towards Byakuya as the killer, but Toko might also be the killer. It might have been an accomplice type deal. Alright, Genocide Jack case file. Let's see. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. Okay. The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed the one thing from over here and put it over there. Sure is dark over there. Okay. Let's check the files again. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone! Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that... I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. God damn him! Well, not much to it right now. I have to go talk with Celeste. Onward! And Hina. I have to talk with them both. This music is fantastic, by the way. Hey, Taka.
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Taka, it's weird to say, but, you know, don't beat yourself up over it too much. I mean, it may not be great that you didn't confess or say anything or insist, but, you know, there wasn't much you could have done either. Furthermore, I'm more confused about how he and Mondo are now bros. They are like polar opposites. Alright, Celeste, where are you? There you are. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something? Very well, I will tell you. And only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Cool. Thank you, Celeste. Is this the protein coffee Sakura was talking about? Is this the fridge Sayaka mentioned? I don't see anything noteworthy here. Alright. Alright, where is Hina? She should be over by Toko's room, yeah? Where did Hina get to? Furthermore, can I actually talk with Toko? This is Toko's room. I should probably just leave her alone for now. Yeah, that might be good. Alright, so it could potentially be in the laundry room. It could also be in the trash room again. Nope, everything is locked. Doesn't seem like there's anything in there. Okay, I think Hifumi still has the key this week. Laundry room. That's right. Okay, then I have to check the dining hall as well, I suppose. Unless... I should check the baths, because that locker might still be open. Alright, is there anything in this locker? Lockers. One of them is unlocked, but I don't see anything inside. Alright, let's go check the sauna if we can. Maybe there's something in here. Nope. Nothing. Except maybe the heat source. What's this? Is it the heat source for the sauna? But I don't think it has anything to do with the incident. Alright, let's get out of here then. Maybe I should just teleport to the gym. Actually, why don't we teleport to the dining hall first? Oh, Hina's over here! And then that would mean Celeste is there. Alright, well, let's teleport to the hall at least. Okay, back to the dining hall then. Hina, I do need to talk to you. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah!
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course? There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh, wait. Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Awie's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, looks like it's trial time. So what's the deal with Chihiro then? Was she not always a girl? I don't think that's the case.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
I don't think that's the case with Chihiro, though. Like, I'm sure it'll be revealed, but, like, where's the duffel bag and tracksuit? Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin? The red door is right through here. Alright, I think we'll do another trial-specific episode, so I'll call it here, and then I will see you guys in the next one. Alright?